In this section we'll be talking about creditor dissections in Store Manager. So we'll go along and click on the General Ledger Dissections. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and find a dissection code, click on the Find button, and for example for GST I'll type in GST, and there we go, that's the one we want. The GST on purchases. So when you receive an invoice from a supplier or a creditor, there will be some component of GST in that invoice, most likely. So we have this dissection code set up to deal with the posting to the general ledger of that GST quantity. The dissection rate for GST is 10%, and the GST BAS location is GST on purchases as per the Australian Tax Department's ruling. These items here relate to where it posts to in the general ledger and which company it posts to in the general ledger. So in this case we will be debiting GST collectible or trade creditors, and the credit account would be trade creditors, because we do need to pay that amount of GST on the invoice to the creditor. In this case the debit and credit companies are the same one. If you're receiving invoices from multiple stores, your debit company would be one store and the credit company would be the company where you pay the creditors from. The activity will show us what activity there has been in the last 12 months and the total of the past 12 months activity. Let's go and look at another dissection code. I'll put one in for purchasing. For stock purchases we're using a dissection code we call PRCH. You can use whatever you like, numeric or alphanumeric, it doesn't matter. Anything that you put in there is just what you prefer to remember. Anyway, let's call this one up. Now as you see in stock purchases there is no dissection rate because it's not a calculated amount, it is actually an amount that is on the invoice. So where this then posts to is to the purchases in the general ledger and of course the trade creditors. I'll just pop into the edit mode here, it will make this easier for you to see on the video. In most systems when you have stock purchases you would be posting yet another posting to the stock on hand in the general ledger. So we'll mark this as yes, so that when this particular dissection code is used it will also post into the stock on hand so that your assets in your general ledger reflect the correct figures. I'll just save that one so that we keep that stock on hand item correct. I'll go back into the search routine and I'll just do a quick shift underscore here, and you can see that all of these various items that are set up for the various dissections, or if you like disbursements, into the general ledger. And that covers the dissection maintenance.